Hi guys, welcome to my video and I welcome you back all. How are you guys doing? Are you good? Okay. Today's topic, IUPAC. IUPAC is one of the major and important topic in 10th class, inter first year and inter second year. And now today I'll give a small push towards IUPAC and I'll explain the brief things which are mostly important and which are very important to use very big sentences like we write different kinds of compounds. So there are, these IUPAC names are very useful in writing that. So let's begin. IUPAC. Do you all know the full form of IUPAC? Wait, I'll tell. International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Did you get it, guys? International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. Okay. Now first I will write some of the names like 1 to 10. What in IUPAC mostly the complete compounds are made up of carbons. Every compound is made up of carbon. It is also known as sometimes carbon chain, triple chain or double chain. We all get those names and today we'll have a small push, a small basic concepts. Okay. But you have to remember one thing that in IUPAC every compound is made up of carbon compounds. Now I will write some of the names, just try to learn that. Did you get it? 1. Meth. 2nd. Eth. 3rd. Prop. 4. Bute. 5. Pent. 6. Hex. 7. Hept. 8. Oct. 9. Non. 10. Dec. Now I tell you where these words will be used in the compounds. When we have one carbon, we write the word meth. When we have two carbons, we write the word eth. When we have 3 carbons in the compound, we use the word prop. When we have 4 carbons, we use the word bute. When we have 5 carbons, we use the word pent. When we have 6 carbons, we use the word six. When we have 6 carbons in the compound, we use the word hex. When we have 7 carbons in the compound, we use the word hept. When we have 8 carbons, we use the word oct. When we have 9 carbons, we use the word non. When we have 10 carbons, we use the word dec. Okay, did you get it? Now I'll teach another 3. Okay, I think all of you are aware about the single bond, double bond and triple bond. Yeah. Yeah, single bond we represent with 1 line, double bond we represent with 2 lines, and triple bond we represent with 3 lines. And in IUPAC we name these compounds like single bond. We use okay. I'm writing here. For single bond we use the word "ein." For double bond we use the word "in," and for triple bond we use the word "ein." So in the compound we get carbons and some of the external groups are also added in the compounds. So along with it we should form a complete name of that particular compound. And these names meth, eth, pro, bute, etc. are known as prefixes. and there are also two different types of prefixes like second degree prefix and first degree prefix. But now I am teaching you the basic lecture, so we know about we can know just about the prefixes. And these names ein, in, ein, these represents the bonds. These represents the bonds. So these are known as suffix. I am sure that you must be knowing what are prefix and what are suffix. If you don't know, listen. When we add a word in front, it is known as suffix, and when we add a word back, it is known as prefix. So I'll show you with an example. Okay. This is the first example. What are these? Carbons. What we have learned in the previous slide, if you have two carbons, we write eth, and if you have a single bond, this represents the bond. Here we have a single bond. I have told you that if you have a single bond, we write ane. Here we have two carbons and single bond. So eth, ane. Yeah, did you get it? Eth, ane. Once again I am explaining. Listen carefully. Okay guys, listen carefully. If you have two carbons, we use the word eth, and if we have a single bond, you use the word ane. So mix this. This is a prefix and this is a suffix. Add this. Eth, ane. Ethane. The symbol of ethane. Two carbons, C2H6. Here every carbon is linked with three hydrogen atoms. Okay, I'll explain you with the expanded way. Just wait. Here C. Valency of carbon is okay, not like that. Here every carbon is linked with 4 hydrogen atoms. If it has a single bond, it is linked with 3 hydrogen atoms. If you have carbon this side, it has one bond and left out 3 hydrogen atoms. 1, 2, C2, 3, 3, H6. This is if you have 2 carbons, you write eth, and there is a single bond, you write ane. Eth, ane. Now the symbol of ethane is, you have 2 carbons here, C, and out of 4 carbons, one is linked with the bond and left out one is 3, C3, and it can be written as C2H6. Got it? Okay, now I'll solve some examples. After that I'll give you some of the questions. Pause the video and solve that. Afterwards I'll tell you the answers. Just check your answers. Okay? I'll write at the side those names and bonds. Just have a look at those. Guys, just you have to try to remember this. Until 10, it's good to solve the questions of 10th class, in the first year and in the second year. single bond, you represent with ane. If it has double bond, you represent with ene. If it has a triple bond, you represent with ine. Okay. Now I'll write some of the examples and I'll solve those, and after that I will give you some of the questions. Then you can solve those. Okay. First one. See. Here we have 3 carbons. 1, 2, 3. 3 means pro. Okay, and we have all single bonds. 1, 2. There is nothing in counting number of single bonds, but it depends upon the bond you take. Single bond, double bond, or triple bond. Here we have single bond. Single bond means you have to select ane. Pro, ane. So the name of the compound. I told you that it is attached with 3 carbons. Now here 3 carbons, as one valency is satisfied. Carbon valency is 4. So here 3 hydrogens has been satisfied here, and 1 is bond linked carbon. And here 1 is bond and left out 3 hydrogens. Here there are 2 bonds. Out of 4 hydrogens, 2 are satisfied with their bonds. So left out 2 hydrogens. Okay, here 2. Now complete. 3, we have 3 carbons, 3, 6, 7, 8. 8 hydrogens. Okay. Now the full form of that, C3H8. So we call this as propane. The formula C3H8 has the name in IUPAC as propane. Now I will tell you one more example. After that I will give you some of the questions. Try to solve those. Are you guys having the doubt in getting these hydrogens and number of hydrogens are added? I will tell you it last, then you will have a little bit clarity about those. Okay. Okay, here we have 5 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 carbons. What is the root word for the 5 carbons? Pent. These are called as root words. In IUPAC, we call this as root words. What is the root word for 5? Pent. And we have here double bonds, single bonds or triple bonds. We have all single bonds. Single bonds means we choose ane. Pent, ane. Okay, here 1 bond linked, so 3 hydrogens. Here 2 bonds linked, so 2 hydrogens. Here okay, 2 hydrogens, and here 3 hydrogens. Pent, ane. In carbon, when you are marking this numbering, and we have to select the longest carbon-carbon chain. Okay, now I will show you that. If in case this is the compound, what you will write the name of this compound? This you will get in your higher classes. When we move forward from the basics to the deepest of IUPAC, this chapter of IUPAC, where you get this is CH3, here 3.
Honey socks. Start.
Okay, CH3, CH2, 2 hydrogens, 2 hydrogens. Now write the IUPAC name of this compound. Okay, I'll write. We have to select the longest carbon-carbon chain. Now I'll write this clearly. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are it contains 2 chains. One in this way, one in this way. We have to select the longest carbon-carbon chain. Here, in the first chain, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we get 5 carbons. So this is the longest carbon-carbon chain. So it should be the main chain. This is called the substituent. It is CH3. So we call it as methyl. Okay guys, did you get it? I'll teach you. This is called methyl. So on which position we have methyl? We have to give the numbering. In your higher classes you can learn that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 methyl. This is the group or substituent which is added to the main chain. We have here 5 carbons. So 5 carbons means pent. Pent. All are single bonds. So ene. Pent. Ene. So I will show with double bond and triple bond also. Then you will have a clarity on that. Here we have a double bond. Here we have carbons. We have 2 carbons and we have 1 double bond. If we have 2 carbons, we use the word eth. And if we have double bond, use the word ene. Now it is known as eth, ene. One more compound. For this compound, you have to know the numbering. You have to give the numbering in the order where the double bond is placed with the lowest number. Okay, I'll show with an example. 1, 2, 3. Here, how many carbons? We have 3 carbons. That means prop. And we have double bond at 1 and 2. 1, 2 di-ene. Okay guys, did you get it? Now I will show you how to give the numbering. Okay. This definition is valid for both double bond and triple bond. Okay guys, this definition is valid both for double bond and triple bond. Note down this definition, okay? It's really important in all the cases. The numbering should be given in the order where the double or triple bond gets the lowest number. You have to give the numbering in the way that the double bond or the triple bond should get the lowest number when you are moving in the order from 1 to where it depends on the number of carbons you use. Okay, note this. This is really important. Note this. Okay, I am erasing this. Shall I? Now I am showing the example on triple bond. I am showing the basic examples. Now in this lecture I will tell only about single bonds. In the next lecture I might tell about double bonds and triple bonds. Okay. This we have 2 carbons and we have 1 triple bond. Triple bond means we use ene. 2 carbons means eth and ene. Ethine. The name of this compound in IUPAC, ethine. You might get a doubt that why I am taking only single one eth in all the cases of single bonds, double bonds and triple bonds. Then you will have a clarity that the difference between all the bonds like single bond, double bond and triple bond. Okay. Now did you get it guys? Yeah. Shall I rub it? Now I am giving you some of the examples based on the single bonds only. Try to solve this. Yeah. Try to solve these 4 examples. Stop the video. Stop the video and solve it, and again. Okay. Stop the video and solve. Now I'm answering these questions. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 carbons. 6 means we use the word hex, and all are single bond. We use the word ane. So first answer is hexane. Guys, is it visible? Okay. Now second one. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 carbons. So we use the word but, and all are single bond. So we use the word ane. Second one answer is butane. Third one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here also we get 6, and we use the word hex, and single bond means same. Hexane. And fourth one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get 8 carbons. 8 carbons means we use the word oct. Oct. And all are single bonded, so we use the word ane. Octane. So these are the words of these answers. Hope did you all get it? About double bonds and triple bonds I will tell in the next video. There you will get a clarity about double bonds, how they are used in these compounds. Okay guys, if you like my video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys. See you.